faithful people. I'm Maureen.
I'm Gary, and we are living full-time in our RV.
Yep. London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down, and was rebuilt in Arizona? Let's go down that road.
This is the London Bridge in Arizona, built in 1830s and originally spanned the Thames River in London, England. Dismantled in 1967, Robert McCullough, founder of Lake Havasu, Arizona, won the old bridge with a $2.4 million bid at London's auction in 1968. He spent another $7 million to have it moved to Lake Havasu and rebuilt since 1971.
Isn't that crazy?
Now we see it.
So we're looking at the London Bridge in Arizona. Woo! There are jet skis and boats and boat tours that you can go underneath it and just kind of travel in here on Lake Havasu. Or you can just wander around. There's lots of shops and restaurants throughout this whole little area here. It's called the English Village. Fish and chips, of course. England, right? They use a padlock. They put their initials on them. They put different captions on them. I told you a little bit about the bridge and the history when we were by the bridge, but now we want to just add a few things we've learned since then. There was the visitor center, which we should have probably gone into first if we didn't. I highly recommend you do that. And go around the corner in there, and there's on a loop, there will be a documentary about the whole thing, how the bridge was taken apart, and the visionary who wanted to bring it to the United States. His name was Robert McCullough Sr. And he had this vision of building a town. He put the bridge in and there was no water. He brought people in to Lake Havasu, which there wasn't one yet, But he brought them in, flew them in, because there was all there was an airstrip and a few RV parks. That's all there was. So he brought them in and showed them around, and people bought land for really cheap. And then they built houses and whatever, and eventually the town grew, and now it is what it is today, and it is an incredible city. So anyway, just could not believe that someone would just take a chunk of land like that, spend millions of dollars to bring it to that bridge to the United States. They put numbers on all the different blocks, on each and every single brick and block that made up the bridge, so that they could piece it back together again when it got to the United States. The procedure, the whole thing, but just to be able to do that. He was an oil tycoon. He also owned a small engine business, like chainsaws and
Outboard motors.
Yeah.
Different kinds of lawn tools.
It was a very interesting place, and we were glad we stopped. It is the second most popular destination in Arizona after the Grand Canyon. So we didn't get to see the Grand Canyon yet on this trip. Probably not. But we did get to see the second biggest attraction to Arizona, and that was the London Bridge. So that was pretty cool. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and then next to it a little bell will pop up. Ring the bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Check out our Facebook page for some extra things, and until next time, God bless.